was collecting the snowfall content. That's what we like to call it, the
Yeah.
snowfall
Cracks.
content.
Crack.
You know,
He said we were collecting crack.
because we collect the snowfall content. You get it, and then all of a sudden it's 6 a.m. and you're knocking at my door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need some of that content, coach.
Definitely selling it. If you're getting into any business, you should always go into that business thinking of an exit strategy as well too.
For sure.
So if you're not building a business to where it could be tracked and scaled, then you know what I'm saying, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Come on.
You go in with the end in mind, so you never really got indoctrinated.
I
with
never
the
got
9 to 5.
indoctrinated into it, man.
Yeah.
I just grew up in life. I just became an adult doing
Wow.
entrepreneurial stuff.
Wow.
Hey, what is it? Easy.
Man, yo, welcome to the podcast,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Oh, yeah, it's a
the
blessing.
energy, the everything you guys bring. Who are you guys? Like
Who?
who are you?
There's only one way to really introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
There's a real correct way that we do it.
Let's do
Anytime
it.
Correct.
someone
Let's
walks
see
in
it.
our gym,
All the way
so
correct.
We're gonna show them in 3, 2, and 1.
Welcome to Rich and Fit, where the rich get richer and the fit get fitter. Oh my God.
Yo.
That's how we kind of like to properly introduce ourselves.
And so here's what I love
Yeah.
about you guys'
Yeah.
gym, because I was introduced to y'all's gym maybe not even a full month ago.
Yeah.
So
Probably not.
one of my boys, he's been talking about it. We used to go to LA Fitness.
Right.
And he's like, yo, we got to try out this gym, right? This Rich and Fit gym.
Right.
I'm not going to lie. I went to the gram. I started following y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm like, man, I don't know if I could keep up with that energy, bro.
What?
I'm telling you.
Swole, man.
That's what I said at first, right? And then I met somebody else that was like, yo, bro, you should pull up. That's Mike. Mike B.
Mike B.
Shout out to Mike B.
The
Shout out
closer.
to Mike B. Burnout coach. Burnout coach.
Hey, yo, my boy Mike closed.
He
man.
closed them. He closed me.
He
closed me.
with a capital C.
And so I said, you know what, Mike, I'm gonna pull up, right? So I pulled up by myself. I didn't call any of my other boys. I'm like, I'm gonna just try it alone. So I pull up, and that was the first time I came. It was a Monday.
Yeah, it was only
You
right.
gotta get your mind right.
Get your mind right, and then you get your
Doesn't
money right.
run in the
That's why I
gym.
say. That's why we say riches in the mind.
So
in the
so
mind,
tell
coach.
me, where did this concept come from? Where did y'all start? Where did it start?
So I mean, it started honestly. It really started a while ago, just in general, us being in fitness and being high energy, being lit. But I would say the
Being
genesis
lit.
of all of it was really at Fineo Gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That
like
is
I say
not
the
an
real
option.
genesis of it. So I will let Temmie tell the story since Temmie was the brother who's really leading the brothers at
Brother
Fineo.
Agoro.
What he called.
So
So
Yeah.
kind of
talk
break
to
it
me.
down.
Well,
Yeah.
how that work?
Break it down.
Basically, shout out to DJ too over at Fineo.
DJ Jones.
Shout out to
Basically,
DJ.
Shout him
We
out.
we had a group of brothers. First, it was just like me and Justice just working out there. Then Tosin joined us. We all started training a lot of people in a large group together, which kind of required us to have to move immediately. So one of the brothers that low-key coined the term rich and fit, shout out to hardly initiated
Ryan Catchings, man.
Ryan Catches. It's good to see
We
you.
actually had a powerful group of individuals that were coming together. So the name of like our group that we called each other working out together was Circle of Fitness.
Yeah.
That's what it was at first.
Okay.
Yeah.
For just a little bit of time.
Yeah.
And Ryan Catchers was like, bro, we're rich and fit.
We rich and
Bro,
fit.
literally, I remember as soon as he said we're rich and fit in the group chat name changed.
Immediately.
Everyone started
Changed
dropping fist
immediately.
emojis and
Rich
money bags.
and fit!
Rich and fit.
It made so much sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
I mean, yeah.
go ahead.
I mean, so now, I mean, when it came to being able to be in the network of people that we were around, of course we said rich and fit, but we actually started attracting people that were rich and fit, like Will, Benny.
Yeah.
And these were people that, like Tosin, I think he already knew them before, but I was new to this kind of,
We was
you know,
all
community.
oblivious to it. It was a
You know,
community full of heavy hitters,
Heavy hitters.
entrepreneurs
Come on.
that was ready to pay because of the service that we gave them. It was all new to all of us.
So let me ask. The name, was it a manifestation thing? It was like, yo, we rich and fit. Let's
Yeah,
manifest this.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Okay.
honestly.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like we never like in the beginning said that like, yeah, we're gonna be rich and fit. It just came naturally.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It was really just a reflection and indicative of the community that we had.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We were a bunch of fit brothers trying to get right.
Yeah.
And a lot of rich people saw our energy and our content and said, hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's bring it together and make something beautiful.
Right.
Because that's branding, right?
Yeah.
Like and it works perfectly where it just attracts the culture that you want. And so, okay, you guys came from that gym. Did you guys just open your own gym or like
Nah.
what was the transition?
So, it was a
Let's
process.
just say it was when they say trust the process,
gotta trust
like
it.
the Sixers, we had to really trust the process, man.
Talk to me about
So,
it.
I mean, like I said, it started with Timmy Fineo, you know what I'm saying? We congregated there, built a strong community, but like my boy Timmy said, it got too lit. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about we'll have like 20 people in there all at once.
Taking up
you know
all
what I'm
the
saying?
space.
Taking
Maybe
up all the
maybe
turn.
like 40. Like,
So,
Yeah, you know what I'm
so
saying?
hold on.
Yeah.
Let me for the people that's watching and listening, what happens when y'all work out? Because I've experienced it, but for the person that never seen you guys, never experienced, what actually happens when you
To the gym that day.
that's the opposite of the
We
devil.
don't
y'all.
play.
That's the opposite of the devil.
We don't
Preach,
play,
baby.
We don't play. So we go hard. We have a lot of fun. There's a lot of yelling. There's a lot of screaming because you got to get it out.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to the actual like the strength workouts and stuff like that, man, Coach TK, my boy Coach Agoro, man, they
Coach
get
Ice.
you right.
Coach Ice.
I get you right too in the weights, but I get you right as far as like your running form. I make you fast, so if you do something to somebody, you can actually get away from them.
Get out of there, in and out.
Because you got to make sure that you're okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm okay.
So let's take it back. So this energy, y'all had this energy in other gyms.
Well, first, it's in each of us.
Yeah,
So it's
truly.
in TK,
Yeah.
it's in Ice. Happens when Saiyans come together.
Yeah.
Man, if you get about a good 5 of them, you get a Super Saiyan God.
Kill the aliens, baby!
The power is over 9,000.
9,000.
It's over 9,000.
And guys, I want y'all to know that this isn't pretense. This is who they are. This is the energy you get when you work out
It's
in
low
the
key
gym.
on 50%.
It's
I
on
can't
50.
lie, but we're trying to stay locked in and keep this interview very smooth.
It's on 50 for each and every one of us. That's the thing about it, okay?
So that's still a $150.
That's
Yeah.
still
That's still a $150.
Yeah, but
Okay.
$150.
yeah.
If
So-
it gets to 100, this stuff might start malfunctioning. Static might pop up.
Error.
So y'all started doing this in other gyms. What was that experience like in the trust in the process?
Like I said, Fineo, just not enough space to accommodate us. We then went to another gym called Just C Fitness. And that gym, it was good. The space was cool, but the management of that place, let's just say, was not the best. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to spend too much time going into detail what happened over there, but just say the management, so you had to just see what was going on over there. And it was
Literally.
not good stuff going on. So from there, Timmy was actually at Just C.
Yeah.
I was at this other gym called PT Cross Training over here in like Buckhead area. So when that gym basically got shut down, due to a couple of stuff, controversy and all that. So Timmy actually had no space to train his people. He was going to like Madhouse,
Lifetime,
and, like
Madhouse.
Lifetime. Actually, no.
Got kicked out of
Yeah. So
Lifetime now.
after
Yeah,
Just
there
C,
you go.
there you go.
Now,
Hey,
Lifetime,
so after
brother.
Just C, he got kicked out of Lifetime. So he went to Lifetime. So tell
Kicked out.
them the story about how you got
They said
why
the
you got kicked out of
Louisiana
Lifetime.
boot.
What happened?
Yeah.
Louisiana.
If you can understand, if you can hear, if you can watch this video, you
You can
see
hear,
and
you
feel
can
it.
see, you can
When we
smell.
walked in the Lifetime, we didn't have a life. And, we made some noise. But the worst part about Lifetime was how we affected the other people. When other people would walk into Lifetime, they're talking about this mother. We say that.
Yeah.
When we walk in, we say, I'm in this mother.
We keeping it G-rated today.
If you could ever picture a 65-year-old European woman doing that, you send me that video.
Yeah.
But literally, in reality, this is something that we would see when we walk into Lifetime. So, of course, we were converting the clients to rich and fit people, which we couldn't do because ourselves, but Lifetime ended up making a phone call to us, and
It's actually on Instagram.
Yeah, it's
funny.
on IG.
I was with
They
Timmy
made a
that
phone
day.
call.
Viral.
I recorded him, and then he just like say, "Hello, this is Timmy Tayo Goro." He's like, "Yes, yeah, this is Lifetime calling. You know, we've been getting some disturbances. It hasn't stopped. You know what I'm saying?"
And so they basically asked you guys to stop coming.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did. People, if you get kicked out of a space like Lifetime, you know, for being too loud or too lit, you'll be like, damn, I'm doing too much. But not for us, it was really like, oh no, we have too much energy that can't be bottled
Right.
or contained
Yeah.
with
Never
this
too much.
facility.
Yeah.
We literally had to
Never
get
too
our
much.
own rich and fit facility
Had to.
just so we can
Had
really
to.
be ourselves.
Never
You
too
know what I'm
much.
saying?
Yeah.
And now I
Yeah.
think we're doing all right, man. We just made it on a podcast. You
Never
know what I'm
too
saying?
much.
All through Rich and Fit. Shout out,
Dude.
man.
Come on,
Shout
man.
Yeah, shout out.
What
Hey.
I want to highlight to the
Hey.
people looking here is that they started this journey. You guys came together. Marketplace, right?
Yeah.
The marketplace started to say at some premium gyms, because Lifetime is not a cheap.
Not
Too much energy, don't come here.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm a personal development coach, and so I like to look at things from a certain type of perspective, where somebody that's told, "Hey, I'm pushing you out for being you," how somebody might feel about that. Now, so at any point in time, did it make you feel down? Did it make you feel like reconsider the brand or the energy that you had?
like,
I would say,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I would have to say that with my brothers, I think here's another key part. We're a team. We're brothers. We're more than a team. So if we were just by ourselves doing it, I'm pretty sure that would hurt somebody's soul.
Yeah.
You know, getting told that you can't be in a space because of who you are. That would make someone go into depression, especially when it involves working out. Working out is so key to fighting mental battles that we all might have, right? But the thing is, when that happened, we had each other. You know what I mean?
Seriously.
We leaned on each other.
Seriously,
Nah,
seriously.
Yeah.
I remember those moments,
seriously,
man.
we leaned on
It's
each
like,
other.
damn, how we gonna train
we
everybody?
all felt it,
you know what I'm
yup.
saying? How we gonna make our bread, make training, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we were doing.
So y'all
I mean,
had to
shooting
pivot.
too, but training, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, dang, got kicked out of Lifetime, no space, you know what I'm saying? It was a blessing that I was still at that other gym, PT cross training, you know what I'm saying? And then I just tell me, like, you know what I'm saying? Just come over, bro. Let's bring everybody over, man. So I had my clients.
Bring 'em all
keep
home.
at this, and
Bring 'em
then
all home.
we had a little Rich and Fit, like, you know, mini gym, you know what I'm saying, there for a
Yeah.
couple months before our site was finished and we moved over there.
That's awesome, man. So months after y'all got kicked out, how many months after you think?
We got kicked out of Lifetime in, was it?
It was
Yeah, I want to say it was September or
Yeah.
October.
September.
It was like, November, October, November.
Yeah.
October,
November.
November.
Yeah.
October, November.
Because I did go. I think one of my last times in there, I had pink hair.
Yeah, Pink, that was when you made the call. You had the call. You had the pink
The
hair.
Super
I had the
Saiyan
blue
phase.
shirt. Oh yeah,
Blue shirt with the
man.
pink hair.
Oh, he had
Yeah.
the blue. He was
Hey,
on
hey,
freezer
side
mode.
note, this man Timmy has probably had every color on the
Color, yeah.
rainbow. Every color on the rainbow. Every Super Saiyan form.
We'll jump
it.
into that real
Yeah.
soon. But where did this entrepreneurial spirit come from? Because again, did y'all start out as 9-to-5ers? Like, what happened before this Rich and Fit?
I would say we've all had it in us, similar to like how Timmy
Yeah.
said with the energy.
Yeah.
I'll let Timmy and Ice go first because they have a unique story because they met each other at Morehouse. I'm the young one
Oh,
here.
man.
And I went to Georgia State.
Yeah.
So their story's a little connected. I'm gonna let them go first, and I'm gonna
Justice, let's start with you,
Yeah,
man.
man. Yeah. So we met at Morehouse College in the great year of 2012 here in Atlanta, Georgia. And the entrepreneurial spirit really started from the camera. Now, my brother Timmy, he's going to talk about the camera because he likes to say, hey, man, we in this space, we're in this place that God blessed us to be with because of the camera, right? So while we were in college, we started a company called AUC Cam. Shout out to AUC
Look
Cam.
that up, y'all.
Morehouse, Spelman, Clark, Atlanta. Long story short, we wanted somebody to film us while we ran track. We met on the track team at Morehouse.
Yeah. Wow.
And we were searching out, and we realized nobody really had any cameras. Nobody really was doing anything from the DSLR side point of filming. So we decided to take it upon ourselves to get our own cameras. once we got our own cameras, we started filming ourselves. Once we started filming ourselves, we put the content up on Instagram. Once we put it up on Instagram, every one of our followers, which were people in the AUC, Morehouse, Spelman, and Clark, started seeing it. They loved it. They wanted the same type of content.
Yeah.
So us being us, we're like, man, instead of, just marginalizing ourselves to just one type of shoot, one type of person, we're like, yo, we need to shoot everyone here on this campus. Everybody has a unique story. You might be a football player, you might be a track runner, but you also do music. You're also a great writer. So let's figure out a way to promote that as well. Put it up on a page called the AUC Cam, and then everything comes together. We put it up on the AUC Cam. Everybody from the AUC saw it, including alumni, students that are there, and they loved it. They just pushed us. So from there, people invested in us, whether that was actual money or it was their peace of mind. Their investment was them telling us, hey, you guys made me look amazing, and I love it. That's an investment. Sometimes investment doesn't always have to be money. Now, to be more technical, the entrepreneurial spirit started when someone said, hey, I'll pay you to do a graduation shoot for me.
Wow.
Hey, I'll pay you to do a shoot for my project that I got due on Thursday. So from there, which was about 2015, the beginning of 2015, from there till now, it has done nothing but grown. It has done nothing but grown into what we see today.
Wow.
Timmy?
So did you ever have a 9-to-5 job?
I had not necessarily a 9-to-5 job.
Maybe in high school you might have one?
In high school, I had a lot of internships.
Okay.
I was doing a lot of stuff. I did a lot of community service in high school, man.
Yeah.
I did a lot of community service now. So I would have to say I never had a real 9-to-5 as to where I was super clocking in. Maybe over the summertime for an internship that I had. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like during the school year and stuff, I'm in track, I'm in school, I'm trying to make it. You know what I mean? So
you never really got indoctrinated.
I
with
never
the
got
9-to-5.
indoctrinated into it, man.
Yeah.
I just grew up in life. I just became an adult doing entrepreneurial stuff.
Wow, that's
kind of all we know.
That's a blessing, man. Timmy, what about you, bro?
It's a mix. Similar to Justice, I've done a lot of different like mentorship programs, internship programs. And like I worked for FCA here in Atlanta. I also worked for Express. I've worked at a lot of different places, like fast food, restaurant chains, whatever you can think of.
Snow Cone Hut. You always been
Mama.
Shout out to Mama Kim.
Shout out to Mama Kim,
I
man.
never shout you out. I always gotta shout you out. Shout out to Mama Kim for literally putting that in my spirit. I know it's in my blood, Mama, but literally you still instill it in me.
Yeah.
So my mom, when I was 18, when I turned 18, she bought me a snow cone like machine and a hut for my birthday. And basically, me and my friends from high school, we built it out. We were in the hood on the property my mom had. In Como, Lake Como, godly. But my friends, that was like the first time I experienced like, friends that you should have in business and friends that you shouldn't have. But
You learned some early life lessons.
Very early life lessons, but it was very successful. I made a lot of money, and we actually started to change the community from a snow cone hut in the hood. So that was kind of my first experience with entrepreneurship. But my mom, like I said, always taught me a lot. Even young growing up, selling candy. We would sell popcorn in school back in the day, and she'd be like, "This is what you have to do. You have to market it like this to the church." So I'll go up, do a backflip in the church, holding the popcorn. It will go everywhere. People wanted to buy it.
Wow. Here's why I think these stories are so important, and then we're gonna get to you, TK, because I grew up in the 9-to-5 world. I grew up, I went to college, I did the things that everyone is told to do.
Right.
When I started to become an entrepreneur, the whole sales piece wasn't a thing. And then the fear of rejection started to be a thing when you're trying to sell yourself, right? Selling popcorn and snow cone and those types of things as a kid helps you to not fear rejection because you've been through it.
Exactly.
Right? And so when I see kids selling lemonade and all that type of stuff, I support them now. Before I didn't, but because I'm an entrepreneur now, it's like, man, like God bless you because you're going to be one of those entrepreneurs that's going to not be afraid to take risks.
Sharpening their mind.
Exactly.
Just like the water boys see on the street, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like some of them, I know they do OD sometimes, but you really have to respect the hustle, man. To just sit out there, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And say, hey, I'm gonna make some money. I'm gonna get this cooler. Let me keep these water bottles and Gatorades cold and just ask everyone.
I deal with a lot of clients that have that self-confidence issue where it's hard for them to try to sell something because they don't see the worth internally.
Right.
And doing entrepreneurship from very early helps with that.
Yeah.
Because it's not something you struggle with. You put your product out, somebody's gonna buy or they don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
you build a callus to that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You get used to the yeses and the nos. Yeah. And it gets to the point where you start getting no's and you start seeing the no's as yeses.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Listen, a sale does not start until somebody says no.
Show me the calluses.
Oh,
That's
right
that's
there.
entrepreneurship.
We in
It's
here.
just working out is
You got to get harder and harder every day.
TK, what about you, bro?
Man, honestly, I'd say
Apple Genius.
Apple
dead.
genius.
Nah.
Hey, let me start this off. TK is a genius.
Genius.
All right?
Genius.
He's a genius. He's a trainer. He's an owner. But this man is a genius. I'm talking about from the books. I'm talking about from being able to see something. I'm talking about from the physiology.
Yeah.
He knows how your atoms are made up.
Oh, my God.
All the way down to your cuticles.
Oh, my God.
I'm not lying. TK's a genius. Tell him.
And he's not. We're going to dive into that in a little bit.
appreciate you, Ice.
You
need brothers that's gonna boost you like that, man. Hey, you don't got brothers that's boosting you like that. You need to boost them out the room. You feel me? You feel me? Come on.
Boost them out.
Hey, yo. So keep it real smooth and short. So I would say like the entrepreneurial spirit has kind of always been there. I remember even back in similar like you said, you selling candy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get there. But I'm talking about like middle school, elementary school. You out here selling candy. I remember I used to sell silly bands.
Yeah.
You remember little silly bands? Yeah, bro. So
The ones that you would make, like, you would have to make them with rubber bands.
no, like the ones that were shaped like animals and stuff.
Yeah,
And like they're like, so I would like buy the packs from like Walmart or like dollar store or anything like that, and I would always go to school and I would sell them like $2 a piece, or I even sell them for like, oh, here's 50 cents for one. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But like I was making a little money off of that. But like the first serious business venture was the do-rag store. So I had a do-rag store at when I went to Georgia State. It was called Clout Rags with the Z. Our saying was come shop, come cop.
Clout
Who
Rags.
put that name?
Me.
Wow.
Let's go.
Yeah. What do you call it? So
on.
we had that. I had that store, and it was funny. I started it really off of going to beauty supply stores, you know what I'm saying? And I would just buy the do-rag packs, and I would just go on campus and I'd sell them. You know what I'm saying? But at a certain, I was making money off of it. People know me as the rag man. You know what I'm saying? But at certain people like, yo, are these yours? You know what I'm saying? They were like the Bow Wow Kiss ones.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, are these yours? I was like,
They like, are these custom made?
So that's when I went to Alibaba and I was like, you know what, let me just go buy silk and velvet do-rags in bulk. And I just shipped them in. I found like some website to help you produce stickers. And I just bought like 200 stickers for like $50, and I just put stickers over like the stuff,
The
and
plastic
then
and stuff.
and then I would just go to Georgia State, man. I'd have the rag bag with me, and I would literally just be out like right at Library Plaza, like in the middle where everyone is, and I would just start from there and just be like, hey, yo, do you want a do-rag? You want a do-rag? You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I also knew people on campus too.
Sure.
So people see me, they be like, what you doing today? And I was like, hey, man, you know I got the rag bag.
Yeah.
So, all right, let me come support, man. I always see you like that. I'm like, all right. So I was like, hey, appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? So that was really my first serious entrepreneurship venture. I did trading. I've traded crypto in the past. But really, what really got me into entrepreneurship was really the COVID summer. So that was when I actually started training for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I actually just graduated 2020. I was supposed to go to law school. I was actually getting ready. I take studying for the LSAT, everything.
Wow.
But I just didn't have that dog in me. Like I didn't have the drive for it. Like I didn't love being a lawyer. You know what I'm saying?
It didn't feel purposeful to you.
Nah, yeah. I was in love with the performative aspect of it. Like, yo, you walk in the courtroom, Johnny Cochran, objection!
If the glove does not fit,
You know what I'm saying?
you must acquit.
Quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was in love with that aspect of it. Like, you see, like, How to Get Away with Murder, and you're like, oh, man, being a lawyer is cool. But then you realize, like, 90% of being a lawyer is not litigation. So you're not in court. It's all paperwork. It's settlements. You know what I'm saying? I shadowed my uncle you know what I'm saying, for a couple months, and I was like, damn, I probably don't want to do this. So I got blessed,
that's real.
like, because COVID slowed down everything. So if COVID didn't happen, I would have just went regularly
Continue
scheduled
going.
program and just went in there. But COVID slowed everything down, allowed me to figure out a different lane. So I had seen everyone had really got into fitness during COVID. So I'm like, okay, bet, I got to figure something out. You know what I'm saying? I started posting content on my IG page because I already worked out in general. And people were like, oh, I want to train with you. And at first I was like, nah, man, you got COVID, bro. I ain't even gonna try to see you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like this is when COVID was
need
bad.
that mask
COVID
on,
was
coach.
bad, bro.
You gotta have
Mask
a mask.
off,
Mask off.
Hazmat.
Mask off.
Yeah.
bro. What?
Full
So,
facial hair.
Hazmat
literally, I
suit.
was like, yeah, nah, I can't. But so many people started DMing me asking about like fitness help and training with me and nutrition. I was like, damn, I'd be a fool if I didn't
Right.
listen.
Answer
You know
the
what I'm
call.
saying? So
Yep.
it was crazy. Like Timmy said earlier, I was actually working at Apple. So yeah, it's the jobs I've worked at like Five Guys before. I was like a referee, like intramural sports for like
Four
a
sisters,
few months.
Five Guys.
And then,
Five Guys?
Five Guys.
With the
Five
Cajun
brothers.
fries.
Five
Apple.
brothers.
So I worked at
Very
Apple. I did like the product line, and then I did like some like tech support. But nah, I was
was still
working
a
at
genius,
Apple.
too.
We
A
had
genius?
migrated home. Because,
Genius bar.
We had migrated home because we got COVID shut down the in store because I was in store.
Ooh.
So I was literally. This is when I knew I had to quit. I was in my desk, man, and I'm going back and forth with customers about a shopping bag, man. I feel scoliosis kicking in. I'm like, hey, here's your shopping bag. I was like, nah, I can't do this
It's
anymore.
scoliosis.
He said
So-
scoliosis
Nah,
came. He
and
said,
I
Coach,
let
get
me
me
just
outta
say
here.
this too.
Yeah.
I quit that job with literally not having another source of income. I had got one person who I was training. He was paying me $150 a month, bro.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, I'm just miserable doing this. I'm gonna get this dude and we gonna figure it out. I was training at a park next to my house. I literally had no car because I got in an accident a few months earlier. I would either walk to the park or Uber. So I was low-key losing money
Wow.
to train the
train.
dude.
To get
there.
But it was crazy because like, bro, I was having so much fun. And then like, you know, I posted him, training him for like a month or two. His body started looking right. So I had a few people asked me to train, but you know, I can only train people in my area because
Yeah,
I'm not
that's where
mobile
you're
like
at,
that.
yeah.
So it was like a 2-3 month period where I was training and I was losing bread. But I just didn't want to be in the house like typing anymore.
But you were really investing, right? Because the investment that you made gave you a return because clients started to see and then they started to come to you.
Yeah, man.
So would you say that what you're doing now feels more like purpose? Because going for a lawyer, to be a lawyer than to be a fitness coach, gym owner type of thing is like opposite sides of the spectrum.
Completely.
Right. So would
Yeah.
you say that you feel fulfilled doing this?
Absolutely. Now I'm working in my purpose.
You're
You know
working
what I'm
in your
saying? This is why
purpose.
you see me
Man.
lit, smiling. I'm low key
Yeah.
sweating right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm genuinely happy doing what I do.
One of the things that I tell people all the time, you will do your purpose for free if it's
Yeah.
your purpose.
Oh yeah.
That's a fact.
If it's your purpose, you will give it away.
Yeah.
Because of the fulfillment that it brings, right? And so some people feel like, man, if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. And I do believe that if you got to find a way to monetize on your purpose. But there are many times I'll do coaching sessions for free, and I'd rather do it for free than for somebody to pay me what I believe I'm worth. If you
Right.
can't pay me what I believe I'm worth, I'll do a session with you for free.
Yeah.
If I feel called to do it.
Right.
And that's kind of what you're saying, where you just jumped in and you did it because you're like, man, I feel fulfillment. And to stay on you for a second here, because I've been having pains. I've been like, yo, bro,
Yeah.
coming to the gym, right? I'm like, man, my hip, my this. And you break down the human anatomy. And I had to be like,
Did I not just say it?
bro,
Bing, bing.
I had to be like, bro, did you go to school for this? Like, where did this come from?
Political
Like, that on his
science.
own.
I went to school for political science. It's
Talk
so
to me,
hilarious.
man, because like
Political
your
science.
understanding of the human body, and I think that's one of the things that also kept me at the gym.
Yeah.
because it wasn't only a good workout. I was getting great direction when it comes
I
to
appreciate that.
mobility.
I
When
appreciate
it comes to where did that come from?
Man, honestly, man, it's just really one. I gotta say, shout out to mom and pops. You know what I'm saying? Real Nigerian parents. Like when I see the way they discipline me, during summer, everybody's going and playing. They don't know I'm inside. I'm reading book to not be ahead of the next semester you get. So like every summer, literally like I was constantly learning and like that helped me really like grow to where like I'm naturally fast learner. Like I can like learn anything and like pick it up if I apply my mind to it. You know what I'm saying? So when I got into fitness, you know what I'm saying, naturally I was like, okay, let me educate myself on it. So I did do the A certification, but most of the stuff that I really learned was from one, YouTube University. Sure. You know what I'm saying?
YTU.
All the information is free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like I was actually genuinely interested in it. So like I'm talking about, I used to watch 4 or 5 hours a day of YouTube videos on like human anatomy or just different fitness people and like their training styles and what they say about nutrition and all that. So that, and then also really studying under experts. So like at my old gym, you know what I'm saying, there was a couple trainers over there. Shout out to Jeremy and Danielle, because they were like the first 2 trainers who really showed me the importance of understanding like the science behind exercises.
Hey guys, I hope you're getting incredible value from this podcast. Now, don't forget to subscribe, like this page, but also follow our Instagram page for a lot more gems. No, like seriously, go in this description below and do it now. Now back to this episode.
And like actually like prioritizing your mobility, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a young boy, you know what I'm saying? Like I like to lift heavy, you know what I'm saying? I like to train to failure, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you still have to understand how to manage your body and how to also optimize your body. And you do that through, you know what I'm saying, fine tuning that Ferrari, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So think about your body as a Ferrari, and it's like, if you don't ever do a tune up, you don't ever get the oil change, none of that. You know what I'm saying? You just run.
You
ain't
gonna be no Ferrari.
That Rari ain't gonna run.
Yeah.
The Rari ain't gonna run. You know what I'm saying? And that's how our bodies are.
I would say, man, that you really impressed me when every time you give me feedback about like, you're like, what did the chiropractor say? Did they have you do this? I'm like, man, do I have you talk to her? Like, I'm
what
like,
did the chiropractor say?
yeah, man.
Honestly,
And you give me a chiropractor
and give me your chiropractor number. I'd love to see
give me
what
the
they think
number.
about your hip.
he's going into the level of detail that made me be like, who am I
like,
talking
wait a
to right here?
And it's
You know
to the
what I
point.
mean?
Next time chiropractor. Next time he see you, he might look at you and be like, "What you doing, coach?"
Right.
I already know what you about to
So
do.
you told my client to do this? Yo,
Yup.
that's not even accurate.
Come on.
So I know TK's superpower. What would you say y'all's superpower is? Justice. What's your superpower, bro?
Oh, my superpower in the gym is number 1, being able to empower people, to get them to know they can do anything and everything that they put their mind to.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a $160.
Yeah.
But I can deadlift a little bit over 315.
Wow.
Come on now, you can do that.
Yeah.
And then the other thing from a technical standpoint is just making you athletic. Just having you always ready to run, jump, flip, back flip, front flip, side flip, side to side flip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just being able to do that. So
You know what they say, right?
what they
Hey,
say,
stay
coach.
ready so you never have to get ready.
Stay ready so you never have to get ready, coach. And that's what I get you right.
That's
in.
what you
It's
do.
so you stay ready.
I love it,
Mr.
man.
Get Right.
What would you
Mr.
say?
Mr. Get Right.
What would you say your
Just
superpower in the gym is?
I think the power to be able to, bring people together. That's one. When you talk about a community, there's nothing that's more profitable or more powerful in life than having a good community.
Right.
Sure.
So being able to bring people together is one. 2, instilling strength and confidence in the mind of people. That's one thing that when I was a little kid, I went to military school, so I got bullied back in the day. And they actually broke some ribs.
Wow.
Yeah, leg, foot, broken. So people got bullied, but you didn't get nothing broken.
Yeah.
So I got it handed to me. But one thing I had to realize was I still had to go, and it's good to run away, but sometimes to overcome things, you have to stand strong and just
Face it.
fight through, face it.
Yeah.
And so
Got to.
I had to learn in order for me to get to the next level, I had to face certain fears that I had. And so I learned that internally that if you just face it, you're going to be good.
Yeah.
Most of the time. So, my superpower is helping people to learn how to face their fears,
Wow.
Bringing people together. And then, of course, energy.
Yeah.
Energy! Are we at the red? Are we at the red?
You had the right.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
See, here's what
Whole
I
lot of
love.
red.
Here's what I
Whole lot
love
of
about a lot of y'all's stories. It sounds like you've turned your pain to purpose, right?
Yes.
The things that you've gone through, you're now using that pain to help other people not go through the same thing or to get over their limitations.
Most definitely.
And I mean, I'm a prime example from coming in the gym, and the reason why I come is from my mind. Right, it has nothing to do with fitness at all. It's all.
It's actually inconvenient for you to come to the gym sometimes. Because where you stay,
it is.
Wow. And we appreciate that.
But I do it because I get pushed mentally. Y'all didn't know, but I'm sick. I was sick this morning.
You're sick?
I was sick this morning, and I still came because I'm like, I'm not gonna make an excuse. I gotta tell my body what to do versus my body control me. Whew. And I'm not gonna go there and say, man, I'm not feeling good. I'm gonna work out just as if everything is all good, right? And I showed up, and some of the workouts, that's the reason why today I was probably sitting down more than usual. Right? Mm-hmm. So because I'm like, oh man, this thing is kicking my butt. I'm sweating. I'm feeling it. But I believe in that push. Like you could push beyond your limitations. Yeah. And that's the reason why I drive at y'all so much, because anytime you see somebody sitting down, you're like, come on, man, time to get up. Don't do that. Don't do
literally, if I see you sitting down, yo, don't do that in front of me.
Exactly.
Not around me. Definitely not. Don't let Tammy see me. I'm a good cop.
Squats.
Just
go ahead and stand up and sit down 10 times real fast.
Just do it.
They don't want you doing that. And so the energy, the community, the consistency, and the culture that you guys have formed. Let's talk about scaling, because y'all got a product that I think is a phenomenal product. How do you find people that has the similar vibes, similar ethics, similar energy, similar education to scale this product?
Well, I mean, I would say for one, definitely in-house is good too, just because the people who are gonna have a very similar energy, like of you guys, and then also are gonna also understand what's going on and what are like the biggest needs within the business are gonna be people who are actually already participating. People who are already trained, they may not necessarily have a role in the business, but they may open up and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? What can I do to help? You know, we've had a couple people reach out, so what do you call it? I would say in-house, and then also too, just really just as you go along the journey of your purpose, those people kind of naturally align and fall in there. You know what I'm saying? The more you stay focused and driven in the right direction, those people are going to be on a whole nother road, and our road's going to intersect at a certain point.
For sure. Yeah. Now, is that a part of y'all's vision for the gym? Like, what's the vision where you guys see yourselves in the next few years with this brand that is now, I would say, is a staple brand here in Atlanta and growing?
Thank you.
So, like,
appreciate that.
What would you say would be something next? What are you thinking of?
To shorten up, everything that we all could say, I'll just say rich and fit to the world, baby.
Rich to the world.
Now I'm a piano.
Even though
we love our piano.
Rich and fit to the world. Hit that.
But seriously, really scaling the business. We have other, partners with us that really already have multi-million-dollar businesses. So, it's a blessing to be with them. But yeah, of course, being able to scale, franchise, and of course, maybe even sell it later.
Wow. Have an exit. Yep.
Yeah, but we'll see, because still rich and fit to the world.
Yeah.
Rich and fit to the world.
And I'll add on to what he said real quick too. Definitely selling it. If you're getting into any business, you should always go into that business thinking of an exit strategy as well too.
For sure.
So if you're not building a business to where it could be tracked and scaled, then you know what I'm saying. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Come on.
You go in with the end in mind, right? And I gotta tell you, man, the first time I came to the gym, right, and y'all was like, "Come on, coach." I'm like, "Damn, they know me, right?" Because I was a coach. I'm a coach.
Yeah.
So,
you are a coach.
I was like,
right.
I was like, oh wow, I guess they probably follow me on Instagram or something, right? So I make this up. I totally was like, man, this is cool. But then I seen the wall. I was like, coach. Coach. Okay. So what's that about? Where did that tagline come from?
So I'm gonna let Timmy tell us where yeah coach came from, and I'm gonna
yeah.
tell everyone my definition of yeah coach.
Let's go.
Nah, so we had this coach back at Morehouse on the football team, Coach Freeman, and he literally would call everyone coaches. Like he would call, of course, like he would start off when he's communicating with the other position coaches. He'd be like, "Hey, Coach Free, where you going today?" I'd be like, "Coach," he just go. And then he would talk to the quarterback. He'd be like, "Hey, Coach, like what's the play? What are we running?" And I'm like, why is he calling the quarterback the coach?
Yeah.
He's calling everyone the coach.
Yeah.
So literally, like our teammates, we all just started calling each other coaches. We were kind of just playing and
coach.
messing around. But
coach.
you know, I kind of even after college, I kept it. And
Kept it.
we all say coaches.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, many people say coaches. You know, when you talk
Everybody,
about you know, people that are doing ad creatives, entrepreneurs doing ad creatives online. You know, I know a guy. He's like coaches.
Yeah.
Coaches and course creators. So I'm like,
Coach,
yeah, coach.
Yeah, coach.
TK, what does it mean to you?
honestly, like, you know, it's similar to what you said. You actually defined it without even actually defining it. So you think about it.
Yeah.
Everybody is a coach because everybody has something unique and special they can teach to somebody.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everyone has a unique skill set. So that's why everyone in here is a coach. So when I say, yeah, coach,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I may not know exactly what you can coach someone on,
Coach.
but hey, you a coach.
You a coach.
You know what I'm saying? You're an
Everybody's a
expert at
coach.
something.
Yeah.
It's actually really empowering.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And so for everyone that comes in believing they're a coach, or it make you kind of be like, I got a responsibility.
There's
here.
actually some people that
show
don't
up.
believe that they're coaches, because we had a girl walk in one day,
Yeah.
and she was like, I was like, "Coach, it's good to see you." She said, "I'm not a coach."
Yeah.
I said, "Why? It's okay to not be a coach, but why?"
Why?
And by the end of the conversation, she ended up saying, "You know what? Thank you. I am a coach."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's a self-image problem.
Yeah.
Coach Stacy, we love you.
We
Coach
love you,
Stacy. Shout out to
Stacy.
Coach Stacy.
You are a coach, girl.
Man,
Don't you
so
ever tell me that you're not a coach.
Don't ever say
All right,
that.
don't
So,
even say
so
that.
two more things. Something that's really different about you guys' gym is content.
Oh yeah.
Y'all shoot content
Content is king.
for your clients.
Yeah.
Who came up with that? Where did that come from?
I gotta give my credit to my boy Timmy.
Bing,
Right there.
Well, I mean, thank you, but you know, to be honest,
Wait, show him the arm real quick.
Yeah, we got cameras on the
You
arm.
got PR,
tattooed.
Premiere Pro,
Premiere Pro on the
hand,
hand.
Canon on the leg.
All that.
Committed.
It's getting
But-
real inky.
You know, that also gets us back to how we even started really working together.
Yeah, for sure.
So even Tosin coming to Fineo, it was really just so we can get content together.
We needed that.
Justice's mom bought him the first camera we ever had,
Yup.
and literally that was our entrance into things like LA Fitness or an Effect Fitness or
Effect Fitness.
Spelman graduation.
Spelman,
So the
come
camera
on.
enabled us to be in a place where we were almost needed. It gave us access. But now, even going forward to being a trainer, I was actually shooting content for people in the gym space. So people that needed, a motivational video or a promo video to showcase their brand or their fitness wear coming out, that's when I was shooting the content. But then they would need ideas and moves to do. And then there was this one lady, she was like, "Hey, I want to shoot with you once a week." You know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Then she was like, "Hey, the workout's good. Can we just start to shoot 3 times a week?" And then she was like, "Yo, forget the camera. Let me just work out."
Yeah.
And so that's also something that not only got us to the point where we are, but now we use the footage as our main selling tool to attract clients, customers, so they can also see, the transition.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they can also make a larger transaction.
Well,
If you understand.
one of the I love it.
Your transaction leads to your transformation.
Shout out to
Mike B.
Shout out to Mike
Busby.
Burnout coach. Burnout coach.
what
Really
I-
Neil Davis, but
What I
And
really
Neo.
like about that content aspect of it is that you also, when you give that content, shot on a great camera,
Yeah.
FX3, the same
FX3,
camera.
the same
Right.
one you watching this
FX3.
video.
FX3,
Yeah,
FX3.
coach.
right? You see everything.
You see, they bald.
What your
I gotta keep my wave. But this fresh from the TK
Keep the
do-rags,
ice
all right? Hey, Rich and Fit do-rags on the way. Let's get it.
We need those.
y'all being able to shoot the content, you also control the quality that comes out of the gym.
Yeah.
For sure.
And so the phone content and the things that looked shabby before, your company now has great quality, well shot content that makes it easy for somebody like me
Yeah.
to make something look real good.
Right.
And so like my editing team that's here, they're happy now because they don't have to come to the gym. They're like, bro, send us what you got. Let's edit it.
Let's chop it up.
Because of the quality of content. And so I thought, I'm like, man, that's a great marketing tool to give, because now when I do that, I tag you guys. That's more promotion.
Exactly.
The quality promotion, it just makes it a beautiful thing. And I don't know if y'all thought about it like that, but I'm like, that's actually a damn good idea, man.
We definitely thought about it. We didn't think about it from that perspective, from a gym perspective. You get what I'm saying? But just throughout, from when we had the camera, from when we first got it, from 2015 all the way till now, it's kind of like the Bible. You read the Bible, you know what it says, the 10 Commandments, you got to do them. But when you get into real life, different situations, you apply it differently. You get what I'm saying? And that's the same thing with the camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We always knew we was collecting some, we was collecting the snowfall content. That's what we like to call it, the snowfall content.
Crack.
You know?
He said we were collecting crack.
Because we collect the snowfall content, you get it. And then all of a sudden, it's 6 a.m. and you're knocking at my door. You know what I mean? You need some of that content, coach. We got you. So you know what I mean?
So you guys,
Snowfall.
you have Rich and Fit.
Yeah.
But you also have, because right now it's very high energy. People that's watching this may be like, man, that's probably not the gym for me, especially if it's a young lady.
Yeah.
But you also got Rich and Thick.
Rich and thick, man.
Shout out to Bria.
What is that? How does that work?
Rich and thick.
Rich and thick, well, you know, we say rich and fit, well, the rich get richer and the thick get fitter. But rich and thick, the rich get richer, but the thick they actually get thicker.
Literally.
Thicker.
In
We
the,
don't
in,
make
in
that
the
up.
pockets, too. You say that, too.
In the pockets and in the wallet and in the hips.
Yep.
And so it's basically a woman, mostly woman, where most women work out.
Exactly.
And they get to come together because some women may think, well, the energy in the morning or with the men might
Yeah,
be
maybe
too much.
too
It's too
intimidating.
masculine
You know what I'm
sometimes.
saying?
Too
Like, I'm not
man-cave.
trying to go to war. This is not
Too much
300.
testosterone.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
too
like, you know,
much. Right.
sometimes they just need that, you know, feminine centric environment where they can be themselves, feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Being around other sisters, you know, who are trying to push themselves, you know, at all levels.
And so with that being said, we're all men.
Yeah.
Right? You guys have Rich and Thick. You're probably in there. You're like, wow, what's going on? Right?
Yeah.
Wagwan.
How does that? How do you manage being around everything? And I don't know y'all personal lives and if y'all are married, single, engaged, whatever. But how does that environment support you or pull you away?
It's difficult because, of course, you know, I'm in a relationship with one of the trainers, lead trainers in the gym. But it's also very helpful because someone like me, I'm very optimistic, and some of those people that are optimistic are also perceived as being like big flirts or you know, all that. So not only does it help me stay focused in the gym, but it keeps me from being deterred towards any other sister in the gym, and also the sisters aren't really, they know about the relationship, so they're not
They ain't coming
trying
after
to ruin the relationship. But
you.
since I am in a relationship, it is very at times difficult
Yeah.
to you know, as a man,
Sure.
we have feelings.
Sure.
So the most important thing for all those guys that are in relationships, keep it inside. You know, tell your brothers. That's why we got brothers. You know,
How do
with
you
everything?
how do you manage that?
Well, like I said, you have to have a community. Without a community, you won't be able to always handle everything on your own. And this is real in real life. You know, I believe that some of the most successful businesses come with a core community of people in that business that have the same values and that are also, you know, very personal with each other, which allows them to really go to the top. So, you know, I will say that, you know, the community helps, but relationships are always good things and bad things as well. So don't always avoid it. You know, you got to be a specific individual to really know if, you know, you're ready or not. But yeah, I think the relationship is definitely a great thing for the gym.
Yeah.
For me personally too, because
Keeps you
like
on
I
track.
said, it keeps me focused, it keeps me on track, but also it promotes that that connection
Together,
togetherness.
yeah.
And a lot of people will also they come up to me, they're like, yo, I love y'all's energy, I love the way you guys are able to bounce off of each other.
That's amazing.
And
because my wife and I, we do business together as well.
Wow.
Right, we do business together, and being able to be on the same page and do business together takes work.
It takes work, but
It takes work. But
when it works, it works.
It's I think it's the highest return you could ever get.
Yeah.
I don't care what kind of business partner you may have with other people. When you could have that internal work, and it takes more work than anyone that's with someone that's doing different businesses.
Yeah.
Because you see each other more. You got to talk about money more. You got to talk about leads when things are going good, when things are bad, and
uncomfortable
and
conversation.
it's so uncomfortable.
Pain
But
points.
the intimacy is so much higher.
So much higher.
So much higher. So I love that, man.
Yeah.
TK.
Come on, killer.
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 Man,
T-killer.
killer.
T-killer.
We don't do that. We don't do that, Richard Pitt. Killer. Oh, snap. Oh. Flag on the play. But nah, look. Does it affect me? So things like for me personally, like I'm very professional when it comes to that. I've never like touched a client like that just because like I don't even want to say this. I don't want to curse.
You're too brolic
but
already.
Nah, not even. Nah. It's like, you know the saying, don't take a dump where you eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't
You
do
never
it.
Don't boo boo where you sleep.
E. coli. Don't boo boo where you sleep. But you never really want to compromise the place where you make money. And like you said, you build like a strong community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go in. You know what I'm saying?
Because you're going to have to sacrifice that heart.
Yeah, bro. Exactly. Because it's like,
I
let's be real.
sacrificed my heart already.
If I wanted to have any relation with anyone at the gym, I would have to be trying to take them fully seriously.
Yeah.
Because the ramifications of me, you know what I'm saying, let's say, even let's say I dupe a girl, or even if I don't dupe a girl, we just end on like regular terms, but like she somehow feels a certain type of way about me.
Sure.
Now, if my name is being dragged, you know what I'm saying? If I get a girl come in the gym randomly and now she starts breaking equipment, calling me out my name, making me and my team look crazy, I could not stand for that.
Don't even afford it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Can't even afford it.
It's definitely hard, being around a lot of beautiful women, no doubt. As a man, high testosterone, you take care of yourself, and the sisters look, you know what I'm saying? Brothers look, sisters look. So we all get, tempted. But at the end of the day, I think it's just about, remembering that bigger picture, and what we're here to do.
Picture.
Plus,
it, man.
you know what I'm saying? Also, too, there's a lot of beautiful sisters out here in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? I think I can hold myself for that hour class.
Yeah.
And then maybe find a sister, in about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Yeah.
So, final question. When we're working out, music is like energy.
Music is
high,
spirit. Music is soul.
bumping. Yep. It's bumping. And there are songs that you guys play that makes me be like, is that them? Right? And especially the up song.
Yeah.
Right? The energy is crazy.
Yeah.
I got y'all here. I figured out it's you guys singing the damn song.
Did you had to go on iTunes to figure that out?
You gotta give me a chorus or something right now.
Go ahead, killer.
Oh, man.
Come on, let's
we doing?
Let's let it roll.
Yeah, we want the chorus or the verse?
It don't even matter.
Let's
Man.
just let
we
it
got
roll.
it. I got it. We going to work. We going
Let
to
it
work.
roll.
Oh, new
Oh,
one.
we doing
freestyling?
We doing up.
Oh, no,
We
he wants up.
I want up.
He wants up.
I want up.
Hey,
I thought you said create something on spot.
we could
almost created that on spot now.
This
We almost made a song in 30
up
seconds.
gives me energy when I'm like trying to be lazy. It's
Yeah,
like
bring
you
that
gotta
joint.
you gotta get it up.
I
Right?
got you.
Get that thing up.
Hey, well, if that's what you want, then brother, I can't lie. I'm happy to oblige. Get it up,
That's good.
up, 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 up.
Where we take it to?
Get it up, 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 up. Get that thing up, 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 up. Go get it up, 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 up. So my number now, they all be crowding me. Had no money in my bank account, everything is screen. Money out with a go 360, I'm really living that dream. If you play around, can't stay around. This jungle not a playground. Tell me, see you with the killer sound. See killer with the stupid flow. Big shooting in the background. Benny's up on the gun go.
Come on.
Get it up. Get it up. What?
Good up.
What?
Good up. Good
Get
up.
that higher. Get it up. Higher.
Yo,
Fire!
guys,
Yo,
it's been an absolute pleasure having you on this podcast. Thank you all so much. Rich and Fit, baby.
Rich and Fit.
To the world.
Rich and Fit. Rich and Fit. Rich and Fit. What? Rich and Fit. Rich and Fit.
Rich and fit. Rich and fit.
Oh man, yo, I'm like,
Appreciate you guys,
I'm like, I
man.
said, it's 50 push-ups.
Yeah, bro.
Rich and fit.
This section, we haven't had push-ups.
Oh,
Well, we don't have space. It's all.
Rich and fit.
it's all right.
Yo, it's a wrap, guys. Yo,